Hi, I'm over the TheAllSeeingCamera. We are back to the channel with another one. I promise to keep y'all updated as details come out about Trouble's case. Oh my god, this information that released really gave me the heebie-jeebies. So we found out who the killer was, and we found out where Trouble was. Remember they said at first he was sitting in his car when he got killed? That did not happen. He was not in his vehicle. He was at a friend's home. But let's go more into details and take it back from the beginning so you completely understand. The first video we released, going through Academics' page and Shade Room and every other source, everyone was saying that Trouble was driving home when he put up that tweet. After a couple hours, he was on his way home and he got shot in his vehicle. We found out that is not true. We're gonna go into further details, but what we do know is that Trouble was visiting a female friend at her apartment complex really late at night when a man broke into the apartment and shot one shot and hit Trouble right in the chest. The man that shot Trouble is said to be the girl's ex-boyfriend. So it looks like they were in a domestic dispute. I guess he left the apartment. He came back, he broke into her apartment, and that's when he saw Trouble there. We don't know if he was sleeping. We don't know if he was in the living room. We don't know what they were doing in the apartment, but we do know that when he came back in, he saw Trouble. It looks like a dispute happened between both of them, and one shot was shot off, which hit Trouble right in the chest. The shooter's actually still at large. They're actually looking for him right now. They released a mug shot, I'm assuming of a prior conviction or something, and they're looking for him in Atlanta today. So they're asking anyone that knows any information, please call. I'm gonna go over some information we saw on Academics' page before we go over two videos that I want to review. One's from Fox 5 News. Let's get right into this. Authorities in Rockdale County are searching for the suspected killer of Atlanta rapper Trouble. They have identified the suspect as 33-year-old Jamichael Jones. They have a picture of homie right here. Doesn't look good for him. It does not look good for him. The deadly shooting Sunday morning. All right, so it did happen on Sunday. That was another thing that we said in the first video. Some articles were saying the 4th. Some articles were saying the 5th. I was super confused about it, but everyone talked about it Sunday morning, so I'm like, I'm pretty sure it happened today. It was Sunday morning, confirmed. It happened just before 3:30 a.m. inside Lake Street James apartment complex. Upon deputies' arrival, they observed a black man laying on the floor with a gunshot wound. Rockdale County Sheriff's Officer spokesperson Jadida Canty said in the news conference Sunday, the 34-year-old artist, whose real name is Morel Orr, if I mispronounced Trouble's name, I apologize, was shot once in the chest according to investigators. We know there's a lot of people who really are upset about what happened and are heartbroken right now about the situation. Officials said Orr was visiting a female friend when Jones forced his way into the apartment and fired the fatal shot. Mr. Jamichael Jones did know the female and it was a domestic dispute. The suspect and the victim did not know each other. Canty said Jamichael Jones, that's his mugshot. They're still looking for him right now, so any information, please help out. A neighbor saw it all unfold as well, and the neighbor was saying that things like that really don't happen in that neighborhood. That was crazy, but what really stood out to me that I saw that a lot of other people haven't added to their videos is supposedly Jamichael Jones was a rapper in Atlanta as well, part of a rap crew. I forgot the crew, but the crew was associated with Waka Flocka's crew. So I'm assuming they're saying that he might know Waka Flocka. He might be associated with Waka Flocka. All right, with no further ado, let's get into this first video. I'm actually interested to see what Fox News has to share about this that had Trouble. Any more details?
Happening now, authorities in Rockdale County are searching for the man they believe gunned down an Atlanta music artist. The rapper Trouble was found dead early this morning at an apartment complex in Rockdale County. Tonight, investigators...
Yo, if anyone in my comments, anyone watching this video is from Atlanta, is Rockdale a bad area? Like, that's something we need to know too. Like, they're making it sound like it's a super good neighborhood. None like this ever happens. Is Rockdale the hood? Like, how is it?
Say they know who they're looking for. News Edge reporter Joy Dukes has the latest on that investigation.
Yeah, news of Trouble's death has been trending on social media as fans and industry friends post their condolences. While his killer still has not been found, neighbors who heard it all happen say they are still in shock. A deadly shooting Sunday.
No bullshit. The apartment looks fly from the outside. Like, from the outside, that shit looks smooth.
Morning inside an apartment at Lake St. James apartment complex in Conyers ended the life of 34-year-old Atlanta rapper Trouble.
Rest in peace, man.
Deputies' arrival, they observed the black male, lying on the ground suffering from a gunshot wound.
The artist, whose real name is Mariel Orr, was shot once in the chest just before 3:30.
Not sure what I said earlier.
With the Rockdale County Sheriff's Office.
I know that there is a lot of people that are really upset right now, are brokenhearted about the situation.
A spokesperson says Orr was visiting a female friend when the suspect, now identified as Jamichael Jones, forced his way into the apartment and fired that fatal shot.
Mr. Jamichael Jones did know the female, and it was a domestic situation.
Resident Loki Blanchett tells Fox 5 he heard it all happen as
is this the neighbor that they were talking about that seen it
he
all
was coming home to his apartment right across the hall.
As I'm going up the back, I realized that you know, they were saying they was trying to revive somebody.
He says he was in shock watching the scene unfold in what he describes as a normally quiet neighborhood.
To be honest with you, we don't have that type of situations or issues that happen in this particular neighborhood. So to find out that you have a local celebrity, you know, that's inside your residential area and this is what happened, it was like very, very traumatizing.
The Rockdale County Sheriff's Office does not have any leads on Jones's whereabouts at this time.
We did search the known locations that we thought he may be at, but we did not have any luck finding him.
Jones is wanted on charges of felony murder, aggravated assault, and home invasion. Now, if you have any information that can help the Rockdale County Sheriff's Office in their investigation, you are asked to call this number. It's 770-278-8188. In Conyers, Joy Dukes, Fox 5 News.
So I'm assuming what we read has to do with this video because a lot of it seemed like the same thing. So it's crazy hearing from the neighbor himself as he was getting home. He hears that people are trying to revive somebody there and it's a celebrity in his complex. Like, that shit is crazy. All right, so the other clip that we're trying to watch now is the full clip of the sheriff actually explaining what's going on, and I want to know the questions. Also, drop down below. Am I tweaking? Oh, this officer, look. Yo, Mrs. Officer, Mrs. Officer. Okay. He's a little Wayne fan, I could tell.
Okay, so at approximately 3:20 this morning.
All right, so we got the time. Remember, I kept saying we don't know the time. So it was approximately at 3:20 in the morning. The tweet that we saw was like at 12:45.
Rockdale County deputies responded to a shooting. It was at the Lake St. James apartment complex in Conyers. Upon deputies' arrival, they observed the black male, lying on the ground suffering from a gunshot wound.
I hope you guys understand the man that they're talking about that they saw on the floor laying from the gunshot wound is trouble.
Unfortunately, the victim did die on the scene. We do have a suspect.
I think I read the reason that he died on the scene. Don't. I believe I read in the article the reason that he died on the scene was he had issues breathing by the time they got there and started helping him out. Because I guess the way that the bullet went in crushed one of his lungs. Don't quote me on it, but that is what I read on an article.
His name is going to be, what is his name? His name is Jermichael Jones. We currently have warrants for his arrest, but right now he's not in custody.
Yo, Jermichael did one of the most light-skinned shits ever, and he light-skinned. Like, that is some light-skinned shit to do. You killed Trouble, you killed somebody, so you probably gonna go to jail for the rest of your life. And shorty that all this happened off is sucking a third dick. The third dick that's found, it has nothing to do with anybody else. And she gonna be sucking the fuck out of that dick while one person not here and you're in prison for the rest of your life. Was it worth it, homie? Was it worth it?
So there is no connection. What we know and what I can tell you is that Mr. Morel Orr, which is the victim, was visiting a female friend at the complex. And Mr. Jermichael Jones did know the female, and it was a domestic situation.
So domestic, I'm assuming that it was his girl, probably got in an argument, left, came back to try to argue some more, came back and seen a man inside. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That is like, that's crazy. That is crazy on the side of you already enraged, you walk inside and see a man. But bro, as a man, you gotta love yourself more than you love her. That's what I remind myself, and I tell my girl that shit every single day. Like, yo, you think I love you, right? But I don't love you nowhere near as much as I love myself. So you think I'm gonna ruin all my shit for you? Oh, you really got me fucked up. Really got me fucked up. Cause you gonna go to jail, homie ain't here, and she gonna eat the next dick.
We don't have any leads.
You don't need no leads, you already know who he is.
The known locations that we thought he may be at.
Oh, leads are where he's at.
No, it's not a love triangle, not at all, because he was, the victim did not know the suspect.
Was the female with the victim? Did they ride together to the complex, or he went to visit her?
I don't know that. I just know they were together at the apartment complex.
What did you say, what message did you have for the community who lives in that area, who lives in that complex, who might be afraid for their safety?
I wouldn't say that this has anything to do with the area. I think it was an isolated situation. It was a domestic situation. We are asking the public for their help in locating Jermichael Jones. He is from the Atlanta, Jonesboro area that we know of.
Is Jonesboro where, That's crazy. His name is Jamichael Jones from the Jonesboro area. Like, that shit sounds fake. He sound like Benny Blanco from the Bronx. Whenever a name rhymes like that, you gotta know not to be cool with that nigga. Like, nah, he's up to some shit. He is up to something. Jamichael Jones from Jonesville. Like, nah, I don't want no smoke, so I don't want to talk to this nigga.
From what I know, I believe his name was Trouble. And he's an Atlanta rapper. Unfortunately, I don't have too much information on it because I don't follow rap. But I know that there is a lot of people that are really upset right now, are brokenhearted about the situation.
Can you say how many times he was shot?
He was shot one time. He was shot in the chest.
Was he awake or
Yes. The mother is aware, and I'm sure she's not.
Bro, that's the only reason I can't be Tupac Shakur, bro. My mama, like, nah, I can't even, like, fathom some shit like that. Somebody giving my mother that call, bro. That's what breaks my heart. That's what breaks my heart. I think I would have been a menace, no bullshit. I don't think I would have been doing YouTube, working 9 to 5. Like, this wouldn't be my life. I would have been doing some menacing things. But the fact that I grew up with a single mother, and, you know, me and her have been always so close my whole life, I can't picture some shit like that. That breaks my heart just thinking of it.
Dealing with it too long. I don't know about any other family members, but the mother was notified.
Where in the complex was he shot? Was it inside, outside?
He was inside the apartment. So right now, the current warrants that we do have for the Jamichael suspect is we have home invasion. So that does tell you that he was at home.
Breaking and entering.
Well, he entered a home, I'm sorry. We have felony murder, and we also have aggravated assault.
Aggravated assault because I heard he put his hand so bad on the girl that the girl had to go to the ICU after. That is not confirmed either, but that is what I read in some articles. Also, I read that the girl might have known Future because she was a known Atlanta stripper. That, again, is not confirmed, just allegedly. That is what I read on other articles.
So yes, we're asking the public if they know any or have any information about the incident, they can call the Rockdale County Sheriff's Office at 770-278-8188. Or you can call our main line at 770-278-8000.
No bullshit. I thought she was saying, oh, you can call you can call our main line at 911. Oh shit, man. Jamichael Jones from Jonesboro. Again, just some sad information. I think it's sad on all 3 ways. One, because Trouble's no longer here. 2, his family has to deal with that. 3, Shorty's probably gonna have some guilt from arguing with one dude that's kind of crazy, then calling Trouble over. Just so much going on. I seen other people as well. I'm not sure if it was 1090 Jake or what video I watched, but they were saying like, yo, he had to be there more than once. Because as men, you know, when you go to a girl's house for the first time, you're always kind of like, you know, back against the wall. Bro, I was a chronic Jones smasher. I'm bringing you somewhere that I'm controlling the environment. I'm controlling the situation. Also, I'm assuming Trouble would have had it on him. Trouble would have had it on him. You get me? I'm telling you, niggas, I don't take a shit without it on me. So I'm pretty sure Trouble would have had it on him. But, you know, you probably chilling. You're not thinking it's 3:55 in the morning. Like, bro, that's the last thing you thinking. It's just so much happened. Like, this shit is nuts, bro. As more details release, we will continue updating you guys. Comment down below anything I might have missed or any information you may know that we forgot to add to this video. Like the video, comment, subscribe, and like I love to say, until the next one, we out here.